Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a new what if, and that is What If Rin Survived Part 1. Now as usual guys, if you guys can please like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, leave the bell notification on so you guys can be the first to get my new content, and follow me on Instagram, to which I will leave the link in the description below. And when it comes to this world health crisis, please you guys take care of your guys selves, absolutely take care of your guys selves. And just to reiterate that part 4 of What If Naruto Traveled to the Past will be out hopefully tomorrow Avo, okay guys? Still working on some stuff. But without further ado guys, let's get into this new type of what if, and that is What If Rin Survived Part 1. Now let's begin. So where I'm going to start this story off is back in the time where all the nations were at war, and Kakashi and his team were sent to the Hidden Mist to do a mission. Now like in canon, Rin or whatever any people try to explain it, she gets captured by the Hidden Mist, and they forcefully make her a three-tails Jinchuriki and place a seal tag on her chest I think, so that when she enters the Hidden Leaf, the seal goes off and the three tails explodes and destroys the Hidden Leaf. That's the plan anyway. But in canon, with Kakashi, when they captured her and Kakashi ran and throws a lightning blade. Now when he throws a lightning blade in canon, Rin jumps into it and gets stabbed in the heart. Well, that's what happens in this story also. And for Kakashi, when he stabs her and Obito sees that, they both unlock their Mangekyo Sharingan, and at that same time Kakashi faints and Obito loses his mind. Now just like in canon, when Obito sees Rin is practically dead in his arms, and as he holds her and cries, he does nothing, like he can't do nothing, but he looks at Kakashi with so much anger and rage. And when Obito leaves due to all the, I think, Hidden Leaf Shinobi coming, what ends up happening is Usabu within Rin pretty much uses his ability to make corals as fast as he can in this what if anyway, and seals up Rin's wounds because he's afraid of dying. He knew he would come back to life, but he was afraid of it. So what happens is, after he puts coral around it, he makes his micro versions of himself, pump blood around, make up for all the missing ligaments in the heart to help the body. And Three Tails successfully does it. He pulls it off. His chakra begins to heal her, while the coral hardens in place to keep her in that state. Now what happens is Kakashi and Rin get taken back to the Hidden Leaf, and from there Kakashi recovers and finds out that Rin is alive, which makes him so happy. He goes over to her and sees that she's half covered by coral, and he goes, "What's happening to her?" And they go, "They don't know, but what is happening to her is she's actually alive." And Kakashi goes, "How?" Kakashi begins to cry, and he goes down on his knees. He can't believe what happened. He goes, "How did I come out of this? What happened?" Kakashi can't explain what happened, but the Hidden Leaf Shinobi state that when they got there, everyone was dead. There was trees, like spikes of wood, everything right through them, like they were completely annihilated by some type of wood. And this shocks Kakashi. And then when Rin slowly wakes up, Kakashi rushes over to her. And what happens is, when Rin opens her eyes, what happens is the Three Tails instantly talks to Rin within her. It shocks Rin and scares her at the same time. She's actually panicking in real life, but being held down by the straps and the coral on her arm, on her chest. And as she's lying there, Isubu states, "Hello, my name is Isubu. I'm the Three Tails. I was forcibly put within you. I saved your life. Well, technically I saved our lives. Nice to meet you, Rin." And she looks at Isubu and she's afraid, but she gets over it. She gets over it really quick. And then Rin goes, "Oh no, but I'm gonna..." And Isubu goes, "It's alright. The jutsu that they had placed upon you to make me go astray is removed thanks to your friend's attack." And Rin smiles to go, "Yes." And Isubu goes, "I sense something. How odd." And Rin's saying, But Isubu goes, nothing. He disappears in her mind and she wakes up by Kakashi. Kakashi goes, "Rin, are you alright, Rin?" She's panicking hardcore. And she looks at Kakashi and she smiles, gives him a hug, and she's crying. Kakashi hugs too. But Rin's only holding one arm because the other arm is like pretty much strapped down in coral and wraps. Kakashi holds and they cry non-stop. And Kakashi so apologizes. He takes his mask off, he leans over to her, and he gives her a kiss on the head, and he says he'll never ever let her leave his side again. Kakashi pledges to protect her with all his life. And Rin smiles, kind of smiles. She goes, are you asking me out, Kakashi? Kakashi goes, huh? And his face goes instantly red. And what happens is, as they ask that, Minato and Kushina walk in. And as Minato and Kushina walk in, Kakashi explains the situation. And what happens is Kushina sits down by Rin, because, well, that's one of her things. And Rin's parents come in as well. I think she has parents, I'm unsure. But I'm just going to state for this what if that her parents come in. And then as they come in, Rin explains to Kushina everything, what's within her, and all that stuff. Minato hears this, he goes, what? You're a Jinchuriki? And Kakashi goes, yeah. They forcibly put the three tails within her. And this shocks Rin's parents. Rin's parents hate that. They hate that a lot, that she's got that, and they demand, can you get it out of her? And this pisses off Kushina. Kushina's head begins to spike up, and she goes, what do you mean get it out of her? What? Because she got a tail beast in her, she's a monster, eh? This makes Kushina really wild, eh? Like, whoa. And they go, no, it's not that, it's just a monster in our girl, you know, like all that stuff. They're thinking like that. And Kushina is not going to have it. He goes, if you're not going to accept your daughter, then you might as well not, you know, love her that way. And they go, well, they pretty much, in a sense, they disown her in effect. And what happens is Minato goes, looks at it, and in a nice way, as a Hokage, he tells them to leave, and he places a seal on both their heads to remove, well, a lock on their part of their minds, so they can't speak about Rin being a Three Tails Jinchuriki. He makes sure that no one but the people that are in this room only know about it. And so he locks the parents, and he binds them by Hokage order, and the truth seal puts on them, so they'll never bring it up ever. But they accept that they disown Rin. And Kushina goes, well, to hell with yous, I will keep her. I'll raise her as my own. And Kushina grabs her and gives her, like, loves her. And Kakashi's looking over, and Minato goes, this goes with you, Kakashi. You will not tell no one that Rin is a Three Tails Jinchuriki. As we speak right now, the Hidden Mist, their village itself has just lost an asset to their village, which is not good. And so he walks away. Balance, Kakashi. Swear to me that you will not say nothing. And Kakashi goes, yes, Minato Sensei, I swear to you. And he goes, I know. Places his hand on his head, and he goes, and because Rin's alive, this is going to change a lot of things with Minato, and we'll find out in the future. But anyway, Rin moves in with Kushina, and when she begins her tail beast training, well, Kakashi's he didn't want to do nothing, but Rin forces Kakashi to become a Jonin and do Black Ops Onbu stuff. But Kakashi is happy more than he is in Kano because she's alive. And before Kakashi goes on his Black Ops Onbu missions, Rin looks at him and goes, so you didn't answer my question, Kakashi? And Kakashi looks at her with a red face, and Kushina's like, aww, is Kakashi too shy to ask you out? And Kakashi goes, no, I'm not shy. Hey, yes, Rin, I will ask you out and take you on a date. And this makes her blush so much, like she gets so giddy, and Rinato's like sly, like they kind of giggle. But what happens is Kakashi goes on this mission, and Rin stays with Kushina, and Minato stays the Hokage. Now from there, Rin trains every day with Kushina to master the Three Tails every single day, pulling out chakra cloaks time after time. And while she's with this training, Rin learns everything when it comes to seals. Kushina puts a more powerful seal on the Three Tails, but Rin explains that the Three Tails is not bad. And Kushina goes, well, I understand that maybe all tail beasts are not the same, but the one inside me, yeah, he is a lot different. And the Nine Tails like, "Argh, shut the hell up, Kushina." And then what happens is Isabu's like, is that you, Nine Tails? And then the Nine Tails instantly recognizes the Three Tails. Like, you're here too? Great, now I'm crowded. And the Three Tails is like, it's not so bad. You'll get used to it, Kuruma. And Kushina's like, Kuruma? And he goes, yes, that's his name. Now that's what Rin says to Kushina, because Rin's explaining everything. And she can hear the conversation. And then Kushina's like, oh, the big bad Nine Tails has a name, eh? And the Nine Tails like, huh. And he goes, Kurama. I like it. That goes really well. Okay then. And then what happens is from there, the Nine Tails doesn't like it, but he's scared of Kushina. Yeah, he's scared of Kushina. And Three Tails finds out why. Even Three Tails eventually gets scared of Kushina. So as things transpire and Rin gets to the point where she becomes a perfect Jinchuriki, much similar to Yagura of the Hidden Mist. And speaking of Yagura, because he doesn't get the three tails, he still becomes the Mitsukage, you know, and still goes through all the trials in the Hidden Mist. But the downside is the Hidden Mist believes that Rin has died. Everyone believes, even Obito believes Rin has died. No one knows that Rin's alive and has the tailed beast within her, but Minato, Kushina, Rin herself, Kakashi, and what's her name, her parents, but they can't say nothing. So that, like, yeah, it's just a massive power struggle, and the Hidden Mist is going down right now, and Obito takes over Yagura as well. So that eventually goes down. Same the Hidden Mist and all the bad stuff that happens, that goes down. Now in the village, Rin gets to the point where she masters the three tail state eventually, but she's not quite there to the full tail beast summoning fully, because Isabu is much more cooperative than cooperative. Oh man, I'm tongue tied, sorry guys. But because Isabu is much more easier than Kurama, she has a better relationship. So when she finds out that she gotta be a big sister, this shocks Rin so much, because, you know, she's got everything she wants. She has the love of her life, Kakashi, with her. They go on dates, they hang out all the time, and now the adopted parents, they absolutely love her. Yeah, it makes her happy, and she's got a little brother on the way. So this is happy for her. She don't care. And what happens is, when Kakashi comes back from one of his missions, he's really knackered due to the use of the Sharingan, and this is around the time where Itachi's a part of his Anbu team. And when Minato sees Kakashi, this is around the time, and okay, now let me explain. This doesn't happen in canon, but this is going to happen in my world of it, okay? Because it needs to happen. It needs to fit the narrative of my story. But what happens is, Minato understands that Orochimaru knows things about medical ninjutsu or experimental ninjutsu with DNA and chakra that anyone else does. So Minato talks to Orochimaru, and Orochimaru easily he agrees to help, because this is a request from the Hokage, and this changes a lot from Orochimaru. He does do his experiments, but he's quite happy to know that the fourth Hokage recognizes his talents. So Kakashi, when he came back from his mission, he goes to where Orochimaru is on the request of Minato, and he lies down on the bed, and Orochimaru injects Kakashi in the neck. Now what happens as he gets that injection, Orochimaru does the same thing he does to what's her name, Onko. He bites her on him on the neck, but it's not a normal curse seal. That's one thing that's different, okay? When the seal comes up, it's to allow for the Uchiha DNA or chakra to mold in the eye, because he already selectively he pretty much made a smart kind of invasive parasite to go into the body and invade all the body's pathways and everything, long enough for the chakra and the body to accept this change. And it does. It gets to the point when the chakra reaches Kakashi's eye, and the Sharingan itself deactivates back into a normal eye. This what shocks Kakashi. He can't believe it. And Orochimaru's curse mark on his neck disappears, and he goes, that worked out better than I expected. I can't believe it was that simple. And Kakashi's like, what happened? He goes, it was just an experiment of mine. That was the last of the DNA that I had, but I can cultivate more. It will take me a few years, but upon the fourth Hokage's request, there you go, Kakashi Hatake. You're one of the first people in the Hidden Leaf to fully go into a Sharingan transplant and be able to adequately accept that eye and chakra. Now, you can activate it and deactivate it at will, Kakashi, as if you were Uchiha. Kakashi's shocked, and he thanks Orochimaru. This changes a lot within Kakashi when it comes to Orochimaru. And Orochimaru smiles, and he goes, thanks to you, the fourth Hokage allows me to do more things. And I'm very grateful for that. So thank you, Kakashi Hatake. I will always remember this. And Kakashi goes, thank you to Lord Orochimaru, bows to him, and he goes off to go see Rin, show him his surprise. Now around this time, okay, this is when Naruto is about to be born, okay? So when Kakashi and Rin meet up, conveniently Rin's not going to be around Kushina when she gives birth to Naruto, okay? Just for story plot, okay? So as Rin is by Kakashi, they go on their date, and Kakashi shows Rin that he doesn't have the Sharingan. At first she's scared for him because his jutsu won't work without it, but then Kakashi closes his left eye, and he closes his eye that has no Sharingan, and then he focuses his chakra into the eye, and the eye activates into the normal Sharingan, which shocks Guy and Rin. And they're like, whoa, what the hell? they can't believe it, so they're happy, you know, everyone's really happy. Now what happens is, when Obito comes and he kidnaps Naruto, he pulls out the Nine Tails and summons him in the Hidden Leaf. All of that's going to go the same, and as the Nine Tails erupts straight away and he comes out, Isabu senses it and goes, Nine Tails is out, Rin! And what happens is, Kakashi activates his Sharingan and looks, and Rin's like, no! She's really frightened, taken aback, and as she sees this, she instantly powers up into a tail beast state. Goes to the first tail, second tail, and then third tail immediately, and rushes straight to the battlefield. As the Nine Tails is about to take his first swipe at the village, Rin instantly jumps in the air and shoots a tail beast bomb, a little one, and it hits Kurama right in the face and sends him flying out the village. Everyone's shocked to see this. Kakashi's shocked. Everyone's like, well, Kakashi knows, but everyone's like, what the? Rin jumps around, jumps up again, powers up another tail beast bomb. The Nine Tails looks up, boom, gets hit by another one, shoots him out again, away from the village. The Nine Tails is like, damn you, Isabu, why are you allowing this little girl to use your power? And he's like, and Isabu's like, you're stupid. And then Isabu realizes this is the psyche plane Kurama talking, not the Kurama he's looking at. This is a controlled one. And then Rin gets explained by Isabu that this Nine Tails is being controlled. And as she powers up one more tail beast bomb to shoot him away further, the third Hokage shoots his adamantine, staff right at Kurama and tells Rin, because he looks at her and he understands that's Rin, and goes, go help Kushina and Minato. So he goes, boom, shoots the attack, and she rushes straight away to Minato. She can sense his chakra thanks to there being a Three Tails Jinchuriki, just for my convenience anyway. And when she gets there, she sees the battle that Minato and Obito are having, well, Minato and the Masked Man are having. And as this Masked Man, she sees the Masked Man Sharingan. And as he phases through Minato and they begin to attack, it's made very clear she's about to interfere. Obito don't see nothing yet. He don't see nothing at all. Actually, he doesn't even see Rin or the tail beast. But he's too focused on the fourth Hokage. And as he loses like in canon and runs away, Minato removes the seal, which Rin recognizes straight away as a contract seal. So she realizes this Masked Man is the one that pulled the Nine Tails out. And as he disappears, like he does in canon, Minato sees Rin. And Minato runs up to her and grabs her and teleports her straight to Kushina. As he teleports Rin to Kushina, Minato goes back onto was about to go back to the battlefield, but he asks if Rin can give him a little bit of chakra. Rin understands how to give chakra because she was taught by Kushina all her childhood with the tail beast. So she's able to power up enough chakra and give to Minato. And as Minato gets it, he becomes even more stronger than he is in canon, more capable of doing jutsus that he needs to. And so what happens is Minato instantly goes on the battlefield, supercharged by Rin's chakra. He's able to teleport the tail beast bomb away and instantly summon Gamabunta, and they drop straight upon the Nine Tails. Because the Nine Tails is still suffering some damage from Rin's tail beast bomb. He didn't come out unscathed. He did have some charring and some slight bruising from those attacks. So what happens is as Minato teleports him back into the area where he's going to teleport Kushina, Rin, and Naruto, the Nine Tails is much more fatigued thanks to the attacks, and he barely destroyed the village. Like 95% of the village is still intact. Okay, that's the one thing I'm gonna state. The Nine Tails only exploded in one area, and as he tried to attack, Rin interfered, so that prevented him from destroying the majority of the village. Okay, and so as straight away as the Nine Tails gets pushed away into the cage, Kushina puts the chains down, and Rin powers up back into a Three Tails state. And as this happens, the Nine Tails gets held in chains and tries to break it, but Rin shoots multiple water bullets at him, shoots hundreds of water bullets shoot at him. That keeps hurting the Nine Tails. He's like, damn it! Getting pulled down, Kushina tightens up fully, and he pulls the Nine Tails straight fully on his belly, holding him down as if he was pinned by the gracious deity gates. Same kind of thing. And as he holds him there, Minato goes, this is much easier. This is much easier because he's got lots of chakra. And Kushina's like, she's actually feeling kind of drained, but Rin sees this. So as she stops her bombardment of hitting the Nine Tails, she does this hand signs and puts some chakra into Kushina, which makes her strong enough to accept and hold the Nine Tails even firmly. And Minato does, he prepares a powerful jutsu and does the Reaper Death Seal without telling Kushina. And Kushina goes, what are you doing, Minato? And he goes, as much chakra as Rin given you, it's not enough, I can sense it myself. And Kushina looks at him and goes, you'll pull the Nine Tails in, but you'll still die. Maybe this would help. And when she sees the hand signs that Minato are doing, she goes, what are you doing? He goes, I'm going to split the Nine Tails up. And Nine-Tails like, "Whoa, no!" Tries to get up, but Rin instantly turns around and shoots another water bullet jutsu at him, which pushes him down, keeps him down on the ground. It's like, damn! And Kushina tightens up, and Minato explains upon how all villages need to be balanced and stuff like that, rah. And Kushina understands that. And so she tells Minato she absolutely loves him, and that she'll, because he already summoned the Death God. And so what happens is Naruto gets his name, and Minato, what he does is he splits the Nine-Tails chakra immediately and pulls half of that chakra into Kushina. Kushina's able to pull that half of that chakra within her, and the Nine-Tails that exists is so angry, he's like, no! And he tries to slip out and tries to attack Kushina and Minato, but Rin instantly jumps around and puts her full power into punching the Nine-Tails hand down, and she does. So punches the whole Nine-Tails hand down, and Kushina rechains it up because she has the Nine-Tail and the other half of the Nine-Tails within her. And then what happens is Minato finishes off the hand sides and places the other half of the Nine-Tails within Naruto. Now the person that comes to see this is the third Hokage. He's watching the whole thing when he saw that, and he goes, interesting. He now knows that Rin is the Three-Tails Jinchuriki, and Naruto and Kushina are both one half of the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, which shocks the old man. And as Minato dies, he holds Naruto in his arms, and he holds Kushina, and he holds Rin, and he tells them that he loves all three of you with all his heart. And as the Death God cuts it, Minato's soul, he instantly fades away, and Kushina cries. So does Rin. Naruto baby cries, and as they hug and dies, Kushina lets the chains down, and the third Hokage comes and comes and helps, And from there they have the what's it called? They have the funeral for the Minato, and they go on to choose his successor for the Hokage. But before Minato died, he told Kushina that a masked man he fought that he believed was Madara attacked the village, and he did it on his own pretense. And so what happens is when they had their meeting upon choosing the Hokage, and Danzo being how Danzo is when he wanted to restructure the village anyway, he just what happens is Kushina sees how Danzo's sliding through Uchiha when it comes to them losing a lot of their factions and missions due to suspicion. But right off the bat, Kushina goes, "What are you guys doing? What are you doing, Danzo?" She stands up and she goes, "I may have not been in the Hokage, but I've been privy to a lot of information that should have been and should not have been, especially when it comes to you, Lord Danzo." And Danzo looks at him and goes, Are you telling me what to do? I am a village elder." And the third Hokage stands up and tells her, "Just wait," to Danzo, and she goes, "But what are you doing with the Uchiha? Why are you doing this? Why are you targeting them? Minato told me exactly who we fought. I thought you saw it in the debriefing." He goes, "Yes, a man with the Sharingan, who he suspected was Madara Uchiha. Take that into account, Kushina. Uchiha." And then Kushina punches the desk, which pisses her off. Fugaku stood up as Danzo says this, but Kushina punches the desk, and her head begins to flare up, and she goes, "My husband just died, and you're blaming others when I already have a detailed description of who he was and where he came from, and how he in fact influenced this entire situation. No Uchiha was a part of this. In fact, if I look correctly, from all the reports on the village, the Uchiha police force were doing their jobs, Danzo. Where the hell were you?" And Danzo stepped back, and this shocks everyone. And Fugaku is quite impressed with Minato's wife, And he goes, "If Minato was alive here, he wouldn't blame no one else. He wouldn't look at this right now and say it was the Uchiha, it was them, it was all what they were doing. No, Minato wouldn't have done that. He would investigate and realize that it wasn't them, because why would they do that if they were helping the village and putting their own lives at risk?" And what happens is Kushina goes, "You have no true power, Danzo. The power lies with the feudal lord and the next Hokage." And Danzo is like looking at it, and then what happens is the third Hokage walks over to Kushina and states that I'll step up as the Hokage again. And Kushina looks at the third Hokage, and she smiles and goes, "Okay, Lord Third." And Danzo's like, "Why are we entertaining this anyway? She's only the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki." And right as he says this, Kushina wraps in the Nine-Tails chakra, and she goes, "Yes, I'm only the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. I am the vessel that keeps you all safe. I have sacrificed my life to come to a foreign village." And Danzo's looking at her. She walks over to him as she envelops in the Nine-Tails chakra and explains, "You know how easy it is for me to control this chakra now, Danzo? I can fully erupt this chakra out and can flex it fully if you want me to show you." And Danzo is shocked because Kushina is just more powerful, but the third Hokage calms her down. Everyone calms Kushina down, And what happens is Fugaku gets up and he bows to Kushina and says, "Thank you, Kushina Uzumaki. I'm very grateful that you have spoken up for the Uchiha." And the third Hokage sees what Kushina means. So right off the bat, Kushina pretty much becomes loved by the Uchiha, and the Uchiha get to keep all their power of being Black Ops, all the Onbu missions that they normally get Uchiha Peace Force, but they become more prominent, and all the suspicion of the Uchiha disappear all entirely. It's only Danzo's suspicions now, but he's got nothing, no leg to stand on, because all the evidence is there, clear. And so the Hidden Leaf instantly blame Madara Uchiha, the masked man Madara Uchiha, for this, and absolve all the Uchiha, and this makes Fugaku so happy. So what happens is, as Naruto grows up, he grows up really close with Sasuke, really close. The Uchiha assigned police force workers to protect the Hokage's family, because no matter what, even though Minato's dead, that's still the Hokage's family. And so all the Uchiha love Kushina, and they're happy with her. And when all the villagers find out that the Three Tails is in the Hidden Leaf, this puts a lot of pressure on the what's it called, the Hidden Mist village, and especially with Obito when he finds out that Ren's alive. This shocks him to his core, but he can't do nothing, because if he goes against Danzo, what's his name, Madara's plans, he dies. So he has to stay away, but he makes sure if they're gonna come and get Three Tails with their Katsuki movement, he's gonna do it last or later, not right away. Even though he knows if they're going to go after them, it'll be 1, 2, 3. She's that third, and he has to sacrifice her again. And so he's contemplating it within his mind throughout these years. Now, as Naruto grows up, he grows up close with Sasuke. In fact, he thinks of Sasuke as like his best friend. They're best friends with each other. They're happy as. And Fugaku is not as aggressive or aggro, because the Uchiha are not in the Uchiha compound no more. They're not locked and isolated away like in canon. So, and there's no aggro intent, no need for the coup d'etat, none of that. No Uchiha feels that way no more, thanks to the wife of the Hokage, Kushina, protecting them. And so they don't have this need for the coup d'etat at all. And all the villagers start to work together properly. They start to see the value in each other. But one thing that comes very clear, everyone don't feel the value of Root. They're slowly but surely feeling it. It's just the third Hokage that keeps it, because what's his name? Danzo is the third Hokage's best friend. Yeah, so he keeps it like for that. But what happens is, as Naruto grows up, he still grows up and is an idiot. He learns a lot of stuff, but one thing he does learn the most is how to pull the Nine Tails chakra out. That's one thing he does learn. He may be not good at controlling his own natural chakra because the Nine Tail throws it off, but Naruto learns how to slowly but surely steadily control the Nine Tails. And he grows up with his big sister, Kakashi, and all of them. Sasuke even learns Kakashi, and the Uchiha take Kakashi in. They fully accept Kakashi, even though he's not a Sharingan Uchiha. They see that, yeah. And also Orochimaru, even though he still does what he does and gets caught by the third Hokage, they don't brand him as bad, and neither does Kakashi. When Kakashi stands at the door, he deactivates Sharingan and Lightning Blade, and he bows to Orochimaru and tells him he'll never go against him. Like, not like that, but he won't do this. Like, you've given me everything, I'm very grateful. And Orochimaru leaves. And he smiles and he thanks Kakashi, and he goes, "The debt that you owe me, Kakashi Hatake, has now been paid." He touches Kakashi's shoulder and he goes, "From here on out, Kakashi, you could be a Hidden Leaf Shinobi from here, okay? So, even though I did what I did, and you allow me to go, next time do not, okay?" And Kakashi bows and thinks, "Thank you, Lord Orochimaru." And Orochimaru leaves, and the third Hokage understands Kakashi's feeling towards him, all that stuff. So Orochimaru is still the way he is, but he doesn't hate the leaf as much because of Minato's acceptance of what he did in some situations. But what happens is, anyway, Naruto and Sasuke both know Kakashi, Asuma, Guy, all of them, thanks to Naruto's own interactions with his big sister Rin. And so what happens is, because Itachi's always gone, Sasuke always hangs out with Naruto, and they grow a big bond. They become really great, and they grow really close as best friends. And so when they both enter the Hidden Leaf, Naruto is great with taijutsu and everything like that, and he's able to mold chakra, but he molds too much and it destroys the shadow clones right away, and that's why he fails. It's not that Naruto can't make shadow clones, his chakra control when it comes to the shadow clones is way too much, and he blows the shadow clone up, and this is why he fails. And this frustrates Naruto, and Sasuke always helps Naruto no matter what, trains with him all the time, pushes him hardcore. Every time Naruto tries to jutsu, doesn't work. And then when Naruto sees that Sasuke knows a fire style jutsu. Naruto wants to learn what his chakra nature is. So Kakashi gets Naruto to put chakra in the paper, which he does, and the chakra, before it blows up, Kakashi realizes the paper split like wind style, and then it blew up thanks to Naruto's chakra control. So Naruto knows he has a wind chakra nature that he has to eventually learn. And so what happens is, like in canon, Naruto fails again for that same reason, and Minsuski convinces him to steal a scroll of sealing. So Naruto steals the 60 jutsu to the third Hokage. He takes the scroll of sealing and he begins to learn the multi-shadow clone jutsu, which frustrates him. He gets to the point where he almost masters it, and then Minsuski comes and threatens him, and as he goes to attack Naruto, Iruka comes, pushes him out of the way, and gets stabbed by Minsuski. And as Naruto leaves, Minsuski stabs him again and just tells Naruto that your mother's just a beast, your sister's just a beast, your family are just a family of monsters. And this gets Naruto a lot, and what he does is, as Minsuski is about to stab Iruka fully, Naruto comes around and slams the scroll right in Minsuski's face, sending him flying. And Naruto stands in front of Iruka, pulls the shuriken out of Iruka's shoulder, and chucks it on the ground, and goes, "How dare you touch my sensei? I will kill you!" And he goes, "And what are you gonna do, you little brat?" And Naruto instantly powers up into the Nine-Tails chakra, and Naruto goes, "What, you think I didn't know it was the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki?" And Naruto powers up, and Minsuki's like, "I didn't even know you were the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki." This scares Minsuki, and Naruto powers straight up into the Nine-Tails chakra cloak, and this instantly catches the eye of Rin and Kushina, and Kushina right away boosts it to Naruto. She runs as fast as she can to where she can locate Naruto's chakra, and as she does so, she begins to manifest the Nine-Tails chakra from 1 tail, 2 tails, 3 tails, and everyone in the village that's seen Kushina running, they're like, "What the hell?" The Uchiha police force see Kushina going into a Nine-Tails state. They realize something is up, and so all the Uchiha police force rally to go and aid in Kushina to help what's happening. And not only that, Rin was with Kakashi, and Rin instantly felt it too, and she powers up into her 3 tails chakra cloak and rushes straight away. And as Kakashi sees this, he runs out after her, but Rin starts to blitz him because she's starting to power up even more. And as Naruto is powering up more into his 1 tail state, and then gets to the 2nd tail state, he's starting to slowly lose himself in the 9 tails, but he's fully holding it back just long enough for, as Minsuki stands is about to walk back, Kushina slams right through the forest into her 4 tail state, and she gets up. She goes, "Naruto!" And as she does that, Rin also slams on the other side as a 3 tail state. And as what happens is, Minsuki sees this, Naruto goes and lands on the ground and goes, "Are these the monsters you're talking about?" "Hey mom." And she sees the scroll of sealing, Iruka and Naruto there. She's looking at them, and she looks at Minsuki and she goes, "What happened?" Naruto goes, "He tried to kill me and Iruka sensei." And what happens is, Rin is about to explode, but then Rin instantly gets scared because Kushina explodes. Nine-Tails chakra rockets straight into the sky, and the 9 tails within Naruto gets really scared. Really scared. And as Kushina walks out of this giant chakra, she's in her 6 tail state. And what happens is, Mitsuki is so scared. Everyone in the village is so scared. All the Uchiha are looking. Fugaku manages to come and sees everything, but Rin tells them what happened. So he powers them and tells them what happened. And what happens is, Kushina slams the tail of the 9 tails straight on top of him, not killing him, but permanently injuring him. And then she powers down immediately and goes over to Naruto and goes, "What's the scroll of sealing doing here?" And the Jonings that were chasing after Naruto goes, "Naruto stole it." She grabs Naruto's ears, instantly picks him up, and goes, "Did you steal this, Naruto?" Like, she's really embarrassed that Naruto did this. Naruto's like, "Yes." Boom! So Naruto gets a slap. Everyone that's there, even Fugaku's like, "Oh, whoops." Everyone turns away. Naruto starts getting his ass handed to him right then and there, And then what happens is, Naruto's, as he's walking to the Hokage's office, taking the scroll of slaves back to the 3rd Hokage. He's nursing all his wounds. He got a hiding. And what happens is, Fugaku takes Minsuki to the Uchiha police compound right by the Hokage's office, just to make the Hokage safe and the Uzumaki family safe, because they live near the Hokage's office as well. And so what happens is, well, the Hokage compound, that's where Naruto lives. So when they get there, they instantly get the information out of Minsuki thanks to Fugaku's Sharingan. So that's what happens with them. And what happens is, Kushina berates the 3rd Hokage. "How did Naruto steal the scroll from you?" And the 3rd Hokage wipes his nose, remembering all the blood that came out of it, and goes, "Well, you see, your son has developed a very devious jutsu that for some reason works very well on me." And Kushina goes, what jutsu is this? And he goes, I'll show you. And the third Hokage goes, no, don't do that again. I just recovered from the last time. And Kushina's like, how are you, the third Hokage, scared of the jutsu that my son is making? Huh? And then what happens is Naruto goes, I'll show you. Reverse sexy jutsu. Boom. Naruto does a reverse sexy jutsu, and he comes out of the muscular man he's seen on the magazines. And when Kushina sees this, blood instantly drips out of her nose, and so does Rin. And Kushina hits the ground like a rocket, eh? And the third Hokage kind of giggles, and Rin walks over to Naruto and punches him in the head, and he goes, that's enough. And Naruto's, oh, why, sis, why? And she's like, no, Naruto. And so Naruto, Kushina finds out why, and the third Hokage finds out that Naruto was able to not only summon the Nine-Tails Chakra, but the Nine-Tails Chakra Cloak 1 and 2. And this buzzes him out. So Naruto passes and becomes a Genin. And what happens is Naruto goes back to school, and when Sasuke sees Naruto with all these marks and stuff, like he's wearing bandages, so Naruto explains, I just got to hide it from my mom last night. And Sasuke goes, yeah, I know, my dad told my mom, I overheard. And both Naruto and Sasuke look at each other, and they begin to laugh straight away. And then what happens is Iruka walks in, and he sees that Naruto's got a headband, and he walks over to Naruto and places his hand on Naruto and goes, thank you, Naruto. I'm very grateful that you saved me. And all the children in the class were like, whoa, Naruto did that? And then from there, Naruto is placed in Team Kakashi, even like, he's placed in Team Kakashi, and everyone's all put in their same positions. But because Naruto has a big sister and a mother that scares the hell out of him, yeah, he will not treat Sakura the way he does in canon, but at the same time, he will not let Sakura treat him the way she does. And so when they go on the roof, because Naruto and Sasuke grew up together, hardcore best friends, they both have similar goals, but Sasuke wants to be just like his father, the head of the Uchiha police force, and be as cool as his brother Itachi, and Naruto likes that goal, and so does Kakashi, and Naruto wants to be as good as his father, the fourth Hokage. And this shocks Sakura, because Sakura didn't know that Naruto is the son of the fourth, and she's like, Naruto, the son of the fourth? Sasuke, the son of Fugaku, the captain of the Uchiha? She giddy, she's like, oh my god. She's so happy. And so from there, Kakashi goes, well, now that we got that in order, I would like to meet you guys tomorrow at the training grounds. So don't eat, okay? And Naruto, Sasuke, if I find out you guys eat tomorrow, I'll ask your mum. And I'll ask your sister, Naruto. Naruto's like, ugh. And he goes, they will tell me, and you will fail again. And Naruto's like, I don't want to fail. And he goes, well, good. I'll see you guys tomorrow at the training grounds. In the morning, don't eat. And Naruto goes, okay then. And so what happens is Naruto and Sasuke race each other. And Sasuke goes back to his home near the Uchiha, near the Hokage's area. Because Naruto and Sasuke, they live that far from each other. Uchiha don't have a compound like how the Uchiha compound was, but they live everywhere throughout the village. And so what happens is Naruto goes back home and tells Rin and Kushina that he's in Team Kakashi, or Team 7, and this makes Kushina smile, makes Rin smile, and she goes, watch out for Kakashi, okay? The test you're gonna do is the same test we did with Lord Fourth, your dad. And Naruto goes, what is it? And he goes, the bell test. Remember the bell test that I used to make you do, Naruto? And she goes, yeah. And she goes, yeah, but come here, I know some secrets to beat Kakashi, said Kakashi. And Naruto goes, it's alright, big sis, I don't want to cheat to beat him. It's all about me beating Kakashi with my own skill. And she goes, you know it's not cheating if you get some information about people, Naruto. It's just good intel and good planning. And Naruto's like, And then the Nine-Tails, for some reason, talks to Naruto, goes, this girl knows what she's talking about, Naruto. I think you should listen to her. Naruto's like, what the hell was that? And then what happens is Rin goes, I could hear it too, Naruto. Don't worry, all tail beasts are connected to their own tail beast psychic plane. So I can kind of hear the Nine-Tails talk to you. Quite interesting, eh? And Naruto goes, yeah. And Naruto goes, okay then. Well, Naruto goes sleep, and Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto meet each other at the training ground. And as they meet up, Kakashi eventually appears, coming late, of course, because he was hanging out with Rin. Naruto goes, what took you so long, Kakashi-sensei? Let me guess. You were hanging out with my sister, weren't you? And Kakashi's like, well, yes, Naruto. Your sister is my girlfriend. Naruto smiles, and Sakura's like, giddy, and Sasuke's like, And because none of the Uchiha have been killed, Sasuke is happy. But he's more driven, okay, because his dad has been training him how to activate the Sharingan. And so, as Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto get ready for the bell test, that's where we're gonna leave this one for today, okay guys? I hope you liked this. Please like and subscribe, leave your comment down below, leave the bell notification on, and follow me on Instagram, to which I will leave the link in my description down below. And I will apologize for the first version of this what if that I brought out earlier. I don't know what happened, but I realized it had something to do with my audio and the uploading, so I've redone the audio. I hope you like this. Please, my bad, okay? But yeah, without further ado guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.